Hello everybody, and welcome back to another HIVE video. Today I got some exciting news for y'all, and that is actually something that I wasn't expecting HIVE to do in a while, but that's the releasing of a new rank. Today I was actually watching Ponty Boy's stream, shout out to him, and while he was playing the Speed Builders LTM, something showed up on the HIVE website that caught everybody's attention, and that is the announcement of Ultimate Rank. And apparently HIVE said it's by popular demand, and we're going to be taking a look at some of the pros and what I think of this rank. So jumping right in, it says that there's a 75% XP boost in all games, which I think is... I actually don't know what to think about this, because at the same time, you know, this only makes it, like... how do I say this? I feel like XP, like when you don't have a rank, granted, I get that's how HIVE makes their money, but, like, it's already, like, hard to, like, you know, gain XP when you don't have any levels, and I feel like this is just sort of like amplifying the pay to win aspect. But then again, it's only Minecraft. But I do think this will make grinding way more enjoyable in that regard, and it'll be, you know, a more fun experience, because playing Bed Wars at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to max it was not fun. And it was just a dreadful experience in general. So overall, I think that it's going to be a good feature of the rank, is having, you know, 75, you know, percent XP boost. Because imagine an extra XP booster. That's like 180. Like, you know, that's a 180% XP boost if you have the rank and you do an XP boost, dude. That's like insane. The next feature we're taking a look at is an ultimate exclusive pet, mount, back bling, hat, and win celebration. 2 cosmetics, or actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cosmetics, which, I mean, I guess all cosmetics are pretty sought after in the HIVE. You know, I think it's actually, you know, really helpful. No, not helpful is the word I was looking for. I think this is... it's going to make people that buy the rank, you know, a little more flashy. Like, they're going to make them stand out, which I think is good if you're going to pay, you know, this much for a rank. Yeah, keep following me, and I'm going to turn around. And, you know, amount especially, I mean, that's just, like, that's so good to hear, because now you can fly around for even more expensive prices. I'm kidding. But it'll just make buying the rank more worth it, and I think that's, you know, that's good for the HIVE. The next feature we're talking about here is going to be the Violet name and exclusive tag. Now, I like what the server Divinity does, where you can edit, create your own tag, sort of. And I think you should be able to change the colors of your tag already. And granted, you know, running a server takes a lot of work, and you might not be able to give the player base everything it wants, but being able to just, like, limited to just like one tag and one color, I think it that if you're paying this much, especially, you should have the option to, like, make your own tag in a sense and customize the color of it, because I think that's really cool. It's just like one of those little features of servers, like what I said earlier, Divinity, that I, like, really appreciate. It's just good for the customization aspect of it. This is why nobody enjoys the game anymore. Dreamy Ball XXX. Okay. And the next feature on the list that we're going to talk about is unlimited custom private servers per day. I honestly really like this. Custom servers are already really popular on the Hive, and I think being able to, you know, make unlimited amounts of them, I think that's a really good. That's something that I like the idea of having, because I'm for sure buying this rank. And unlimited custom servers means unlimited sumo sessions, and that is something that, if you get bored on the Hive easily, it's just one of those quality of life features that you would love to have. I think this is also another big plus for the Hive. Granted, I think with Hive Plus you should already get unlimited custom servers already. But, you know, I digress. And we're going to move on to our next feature. The ability to... oh my god. The ability to create custom private hubs. This is, I feel like, another good quality of life customization feature. You know, it just makes, you know, the server more fun. And while it is already fun, it just, you know, it adds to that spark. You know what I mean? It adds to the fun of this, you know, because once you know start playing the server a little consistently, you know, you like to do what you can in terms of customization, especially in a server like this one. And so that's why I am a big fan of this. I will definitely be utilizing this. And yeah, we're gonna move on to our next point. I think that is a big plus. I'm going to definitely enjoy that feature very much. Now the next point we have here is the ability to select and switch hubs. So this is a little over the top, especially for Hive. Like there's gonna be designated sweat hubs, and you can join them. That's I mean, that's kind of crazy. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That's a little crazy. But again, you know, another quality of life feature, and I'm not complaining about it because you know, it's just bringing the community together, I guess, in that sort of sense. There's literally no other reason to have this feature other than to cater to the hub ratters of the server, you know. I think this is going this is kind of a plus. I feel kind of neutral on this of whether it is a good or a bad feature. I mean, granted, it's not the best of what Hive could be doing. But I still think it is a good feature nonetheless. And let's move on to our next feature. We have lifetime access to the replay cinema. This is amazing because the replay cinema already costs hella, and you'll be able to have lifetime access to it. I mean, come on, bro. This is, I think, one up there on one of the best features I've read on this so far. Another, you know, big emphasis on that quality of life that I'm talking about, you know. Make things easier for people that are paying, and Hive does a great job with this. This will be, oh my goodness, what was I going to say? This will make a useful feature in the game more accessible for, you know, people who only make enough money to afford, you know, ranks on the Hive. So I think that's going to be, you know, a really good feature. I support Hive on making that feature, you know. Now we have another point to get, another feature to get to. We have increased quest limit, 10 quests per day. This will make it easier to get XP boosters instead of buying them, which I am in full support of. XP boosters, you either have to buy them or grind an hour for quests, only for another hour of XP grinding, which is just, in general, kind of time consuming. But it is what it is. This is a positive feature that I support from the Hive. You know, granted, it's more challenges, but that also means more rewards. And, you know, more rewards equals good. And so I support Hive in this decision, and I think that it is a good feature. What else do we have here? Moving on to our next feature, we have 300 friend slots. I don't know if this is entirely necessary or not, because the Hive has basically become a server for literal, just like, you know, very inconsistent players. It's the most inconsistent player base I've ever seen. Aside from YouTubers and streamers, you can't really put any bank on people being consistent at playing the server anymore. So I think just having 300 basically dead people just filling up your friends list for no reason is, you know, it's not ideal, and it's not what I feel like Hive could be doing, especially with the experience I feel like the team has, you know, the potential. You know, it's the big 25. I feel like we could do more things than, you know, just, you know, making more friend slots an option. But, you know, I digress. I think it's an average feature, and the last one is that you get 3 map votes, which means that when you're voting for a map in any game mode, your vote's going to count to 3, and this is a very valuable feature. This basically means that if you have 2 friends, and both of you have ultimate rank, and both of you vote on one map, that map will have 6 votes, and that's nearly impossible to beat unless anybody in the rest of the lobby wants it to be otherwise. But I think this is a very plus-sided feature that I am in full support of the Hive for. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to see more videos like this, you know, it really helps out just by showing support. I'll try to be consistent, I guess, but there are some things going on that make it hard to make consistent videos. So peace out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later!